My apologies to everyone. I goofed on the settings, but we got them all situated now. Everything is just fine and dandy now. We have ghosting on. I can't believe I messed up that setting, but we do have ghosting on now, so we will not have a 5 car pileup on the back straight when someone crashes. Yes, BK, we are back. And better than ever now that we got ghosting on. Sorry to those that I have inconvenienced by my fault. Hopefully you aren't too upset at me. But we're back. We're back and we got everything all situated now. Everything should be good. Everybody should be happy. And the stream is much clearer now. Thank you, BK, for pointing that out. I definitely like to hear that. Motocross, you in the chat? Let's see if you're in the chat. I know you were in here before. Hopefully I didn't stir you away with this lobby reset. But I'll run through the grid once more, just in case you are just now tuning in. So we had to do a lobby restart because of my mistake. But we have B Shoals, P1, our championship leader. Wing It, P2, Chase, P3, I Exotic, P4, DVR Garvey, P5, Cheesehead, P6, his brother Bergie, P7, Texas Tornado, P8, Warren, P9, the Johnny Damon, P10, Aston Masters, P11, Orlando, P12, Harrisplex, P13, Express P14, Secure the Perks, P15, Chewy, P16, Destorm, P17, DK, P18, and Dream, P19. Looks like we have both of the Alfa Romeos, or both of the Ferraris, my bad. They have both DSQ'd in the formation lap. I don't know what they did, but they will be starting on cold tires. So that'll be lovely. Be interesting to see how that affects their start of the race. Hopefully we don't have any carnage like we did this first time around that causes a 5-car pileup, because if it's a 5-car pileup, it's not my fault anymore. It is no longer my fault if 5 cars DNF. My predictions for this evening, though, I predict that Wing It probably gets his 4th win in a row. B Shoals probably finishes in the top 3. I'm going to guess P2, and then BBR Garvey, I expect him to work his way up the field and maybe finish P3. Some sleeper picks would be Cheesehead, Texas E. Warren, and I think that'll be all my sleeper picks for tonight. If anyone else has any predictions for the race, drop them down below. I'll see what y'all are thinking, especially you, BK. I know you're in the chat. All right, well, for part 2 of the Azerbaijani Grand Prix, hopefully it is the final part of the Grand Prix. But we have 5 road lights. And we're underway here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Looks like B Shoals gets another good start again. Let's see how well the drivers keep it nice and tidy through here. Ooh, looks like we have one off. Can't tell what it's Aston Masters. Looks like he did not get a good start. For the most part, everything else is nice and good except for Bergie. Bergie had an incident. I did not get the best camera angles for all the start. So forgive me on that. Ooh, and Dream takes the runoff and does a Sebastian Vettel type of quick spin. Got Duststorm and who is this? Ooh. Got got some cars battling out of the gate. Interesting to see how these two cars, the Alpha Tauri and the Alpine, navigate this. Oh, and Texas gets hooked. Or no, that's not Texas. That's Aston Masters. He gets hooked on Secure the Perks. Might be wing damage on one of those cars. Looks like we have some issues going through the castle section, though. We're back up to the front here. We'll see how the front's doing. I kind of neglected the front for the first few seconds. Because calling the Wingit streak. It's possible. Wingit's already down 1.7 seconds. Schultz is just grabbing way off in the distance. Or Haas. Never thought I'd see a Haas at the front of the grid. Maybe in virtual it is doable. Chase already by Wingit. See if Wingit has anything to throw back at him. He does not look like he has anything to throw back at him. I'm going to run through our first lap position changes. Our major winner, Deathstorm. Deathstorm having a heck of a race so far. He's in P6. Our biggest losers are Harris Plex, Texas Tornado, and the Bergie Place. I'm sorry to have offended you, Bergie. But you gotta understand the Haas drivers do not usually, in real life, make it that far up the grid unless you're Kevin Magnussen. Looks like everybody's kind of found themselves in a nice little space so far. Oh, we got a Sector 1 incident. That is Dream. He is not having a good... Oh, and he might have just damaged his rear wing by backing up into the wall like that. Hopefully he doesn't have terminal damage. She said here he's looking to get a good finish tonight. I'm not too sure exactly how his first couple races went, but I know he is a strong driver who is definitely aiming for the top of this season. And if he wants to get behind Mr. Wingit in the championship, he's going to have to fight his way up. He's going to have to make sure he gets some wins if he has any hopes of getting a championship this season. Number Sector 2, Sector Flag, that is Paris. Paris and Dream aren't looking like they're having the best of luck so far. BBR Garvey making a move onto iExotic here into... Oh my god, it just turned 3 and... Looks like BBR Garvey has smacked the wall and he has damaged his wing. And he had to reset the track right there. We're going to have to note that, because you definitely are not allowed to do that. I'm just going to escape that for now. And Cheesehead, he is... Oh my gosh, he and Warren were going at it or something. It's caused a kerfuffle right here. I think Johnny Damon doesn't have a wing. He does not. He is going to hold all these drivers up right here. This is not going to be good. Oh, and he has lost it. He has absolutely lost it. And that is absolutely ruined Orlando's run at the castle section. He has lost a couple spots because of that. I don't know if any other drivers have damage, but that is definitely not what you want to see at the early stages of a Azerbaijani Grand Prix. Cheesehead's still probably our closest battle. Ooh, we got some movement up here. What's going on up here? Got some position changes. I don't really see him. Nope, he pays off. Ooh, Deathstorm's making a move on BBR Garvey. BBR Garvey, I don't know what happened. Oh, I forgot, yeah, BBR Garvey doesn't have a wing. He's going to have to kind of cut. That's why Deathstorm's making the move by. Got some more position changes up here because of people going to the pits. Wingit's in the pits. He must have had damage somewhere as well that I did not see. Oh, is our AlphaTauris. AlphaTauris are getting into it. Oh my goodness. Wingit's just getting bullied out here on these cold tires. can watch this from Ass point of view. He's probably gonna have a good view of what's about to happen. Bergie and Chewie, looks like they're having a good, respectful battle here. Ooh, Bergie's gonna make a move. Is he gonna stick it around the outside? Oh, he's not. Chewie's just gonna close the door on him. He's gonna get the distance he needs on him. Surprised we have not gotten at least a virtual safety car with all the crashes we've seen so far. We've seen plenty of wings getting ripped off. That'd be some debris on the track that I feel like would trigger a safety car. I'm gonna run the cinematic cam for a second, just to enjoy what the game has to offer while things are kind of stagnated for a second. It's a beautiful camera. Oh, we got a full-blown safety car. We got a full-blown safety car right here. I don't know what brought it out. I think that might have been Hero Players Flex's DNF, but that bails out everybody that got that damage early on. Like Wing It looks like he had to pit for whatever reason. I think Wing It, not gonna lie, if you going back into the pits, looks like he might be throwing on another pair of mediums, or does he have wing damage? Let's see if he gets a wing change right here, because honestly, I think he could have possibly stuck it out on these hards all the way to the end and to like another safety car of some sort. Oh, he is getting a wing change. That is why he's coming in. I was about to say, because yeah, you can make those hards last quite a while. I mean, I would have done it, but yeah, since he got wing damage, it makes sense for him to come in. The Red Bull pair looks like they're doing all right so far. P9, P10. It's good to see Warren and Deathstorm doing well. Cheesehead, like I was saying, he's someone who was looking really good at the end of last season. He has his hopes at the top of the championship. I think he finished P4, P5 last season in the Drivers' Championship of AM2, so good to see him at the top. It's still early on in the season, so he still has a chance to beat out Wing It, but he's just going to need to get some good finishes, along with Wing It having bad luck, which is, you know, you can easily have bad luck in this game. It's not the most perfect game in the world. Things can happen. So if the events kind of feel like all the stars align, he could find himself back up there contending with them. But I know B. Scholes as well, he is striving for the top of the world. He is a good driver. Although he and Chase are pitting, I wonder if they're expecting to go to the end. I would think so, at least. Yeah, he's slapping on the hards. I think he'll come out in P5, P6-ish range if these other drivers get by him. I think they might beat him out. Yeah, P4. Yeah, it's a good spot for him to come out at on these hards. I think he will be the leader on the hard tires. Let me take a quick look real quick. No, but he does not. But he has one lap newer hards than I Exotic. Probably not going to make the biggest difference ever. But B. Scholes is sitting good now that he knows that he does not have to pit anymore. While Orlando Cheesehead still have to pit, along with Bergie plays. Everybody else has at least gotten one pit stop in. So I expect Cheesehead, honestly, unless like a safety car comes out again, he might find himself dropping down the order if he has to pit under green flag conditions, because that's not going to be optimal with these guys getting out of the way under safety car. That is for sure. That might potentially ruin his chances at getting a good finish, because his main competitor in the championship, Wing It's already pitted. Well, given Wing It may have to pit again, depending on how many safety cars there is, Wing It might be able to make these. Wing It and the others might be able to make these mediums extend to the end, as long as there are no more. Well, as long as there's like another safety car I think the mediums might fall off at the very end of this stint. It's possible. I'm not too sure exactly what the tire wear is like on this track, but it's possible they may have to pit again, but they might not. We're just gonna have to wait and see how it plays out. Nobody. I think everybody's clean on penalties. I'll take a quick run through at the penalties. Track limits before people come in. Before the safety car comes in the pits to see if there's anybody on the verge of a 3-second penalty. Any notable characters in here? We got looks like some of these guys maybe just have like one warning or whatever, but I don't think unless I'm overlooking somebody, I don't think there's anybody in here that have 2 warnings. As far as I could tell, that would give him a penalty. So that's good to see. Good to see that guys aren't exceeding track limits, which, I mean, there isn't really too much space to exceed track limits in the first place. If you're going to exceed limits, you're going to exceed it right into a wall. Look at the position changes here. Looks like Orlando gaining 10 spots. That's one heck of a start for him. Like I said, like I said earlier, he is on the mediums. He is going to want to get off those mediums at some point and get his mandatory pit stop completed. But I think he might just have to wait on another safety car or a virtual safety car if he wants to keep himself in the top 5 or even maybe the top 10. He might even fall out of the top 10 if he has to pit under green flag conditions. Depending on how pit strategy goes for these guys for the rest of the race. Cheese set up 5 spots, Express up 7 spots, Secure up 6, Winged down 11. He is definitely our big loser at the moment. Oh, and E. Warren! What happened to E. Warren? Hold on a sec. When did E. Warren get up? What has happened? He must have gotten like rear wing damage or something. I did not see that happen in the middle of racing. Is there anything I could find on here to answer that question? Terminal damage. Oh, he must have crashed into a wall or something. Warren, I'm welcome to have you into the booth. Can you explain what happened for your part? I'm trying to figure out what happened to you.
So I'm driving. I caught up to the grid, right? So I'm catching up, and then I try to look at the race directory. So I'm pausing, and I go to race directory. I pause, click race directory, and it backs me back out into the race and right into the wall.
Lovely.
Yeah. So I'm on edge.
That is not what we wanted to hear from you for sure, but I'm glad to have you in the booth at least, at the bare minimum. I'm glad to have somebody to talk to. So
I'll see how many words you get out of me for the rest of the race before I go throw my fist against the wall or something.
Oh, we've got some carnage back in the back. I think BBR Garvey. Something's happened to him, and oh my gosh, to secure the perks, we got people on the wall. And that is secure the perks out. It's not going to pull out a safety car as the safety car just came back in. But Warren, maybe you can give me some insight. Did you think the Hards could maybe make it to the end? Do you think the Hards could have done it?
I wasn't really thinking on Hards to the end because obviously, as we've just seen there, it was going to be a hectic race the whole way through. So I was, at least me, I don't know what Deathstorm was thinking. I was thinking going onto the Hards just to get the tire difference out of the way.
Right.
And then jumping back onto the mediums when it worked enough.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's another thing. People, because like he's back on the mediums right now. He might be looking to extend these to the end. Now that he's gotten he went from medium to hard back to medium, so he's gotten that out of the way. And as we have been past at the top, it looks like Exotic and Orlando have traded positions. Electric, what did you miss? We had to do a lobby restart because I pulled a Deathstorm at Monaco and had ghosting off. So we had a 5-car pileup under safety car because someone crashed into the wall and collected a bunch of other drivers. So a goof on my part is what you missed, as we have another safety car. Looks like DK is out of the race. I don't know. I didn't see what happened. I don't know if that was on him or if it was contact with another driver, but yes, Electric, that is what you have missed. You have missed my big goof that caused a lobby restart. Wingett diving back into the pits here. I don't think he has damage. Is he throwing on a new set of mediums? No, he's going on the hards. He doesn't think. I don't think he thinks these mediums can make it to the end. Give me a break, Electric. Come on now.
It just hurts, man. That's not. I don't know how to feel.
Warren, do you think the lobby restart was a detriment to everybody's mojo? Did I ice everybody with that, or?
Maybe some people. I didn't feel it as much as other people because I still got kind of the same start as last time. It actually kind of helped me because I may have had front wing damage on the first start because I had to give Cheesehead a little bit of a bump to get out of the way of Bergie's car.
Some bump and runs in F1. That's not an ideal strategy.
Yeah.
But again, I apologize to everyone for that lobby restart. Hopefully I did not ruin your day with that. B. Scholes, though, Warren, he is, I don't know if you noticed from the cockpit driving, but he has had a heck of a showing so far. He is, he, on the very first one before the lobby restart, he had a 1.7 second gap from Wingett on lap 1.
He's actually been in the same party as me and Deathstorm, so
oh, really?
he
That's
kind of
cool.
didn't leave Deathstorm in the dust. That's the only kind of reason why I was able to jump in the booth with you.
Alright, I'm glad
But
you
yeah,
enjoyed it,
have,
it definitely helps having someone to talk to.
I have an assumption that regardless of where he finishes, he'll probably get the bump up with you guys next week or the next few weeks.
Yeah, he finished on the podium in AM1.
Yeah, he's hoping he can kind of avoid it, but with
I don't blame him.
just how the league is kind of shaping up after everything that's happened in the last few weeks, it's kind of just.
I mean, B. Scholes, it's just I do think he has his place here in AM2 at least for now. I do want him to keep reserving in AM1, but and see how it goes. But I think in terms of AM2, I think he fits well because I mean he is going to be able to battle Wingett really well. BB or Garvey as well. That's another top contender. Although he does not have the best performance tonight. Like given this is a tough track, I don't fault anybody for struggling around here because I do not like this track myself. Like I stated in the first broadcast, I really despise this track a lot. I think the architect that made this track should really rethink his life. But enough said. People do like this track, so. There are some people, at least, who like it, so I'm not gonna fault anybody for liking it either, because, you know, if you like it, you like it. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but I will state my opinion that I think this is a pretty terrible track. In-game at least. Real life, it produces some good racing. In-game, it's just carnage, and it's not fun being part of the carnage in this, on this track. But
yeah, it sucks from a driver's standpoint, especially mine, because I was feeling really confident, especially in that third sector, because I was running a very trimmed out setup, at least for the straight lines. So
you got it around here. I think my setup's it's like maybe like oh my
somebody
gosh.
spun.
That's a tornado. I don't know if he was.
No, he literally pulled out a tornado in front of us.
Oh, and did he hit the wall? No, he didn't.
Really missed it there.
I don't know if that was assisted by anybody else or if that was just on him. I think that might have just. I think it could have been assisted because he's running medium traction control. I mean, unless he just really gunned it with the wheel turned. But I would like to point out that Dream, Chewy, Express, they're all up 10 plus spots. iExotic, our leader, he's up 3. Acid Master's up 6. And then as you go down the order, it's just guys losing spots after spots after spots. But Deathstorm, he's up 6 spots.
My guy's sitting there up 6 spots. That's what happens when cars decide to crash out.
Deathstorm's sitting in his favorite position at P11. His signature P11 got him. Hopefully he doesn't hear that, and hopefully I don't psych him out with
Oh,
that.
he'll definitely get the brute end of that by the time the race ends. I promise you. Oh, Schultz is gonna run a little bit wide.
Oh shoot! I was looking at the chat. Some people. Oh my goodness! Deathstorm's got caught up in this. I don't think he had any damage, but he's definitely gonna
Oh,
take
but he's
advantage of
gaining
this.
positions.
He's gaining positions. That's all that matters for Deathstorm.
He's in the points. Yes,
He's
sir.
in the
Let's
points!
go. He's in the points.
But back up to the front here. We got some guys that are within a few tenths of one another. Maybe we'll have some overtakes going on here on the first lap back under action.
Man,
I think Acid Masters. I think he is a little bit faster than some of these guys at the moment. He is. At least for a second, he was keeping the gaps down a little bit, but it's hard to tell. Warren, can you check and see if Deathstorm's wings is fine? Let me know if
I think
his
nope,
wing
he's
is
missing
fine.
a right end plate.
He's missing an end plate?
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to hold on to it because he's got the. I don't know how long he'll be able to. I think he'll try to bank on some more chaos to happen before he'll have to come in.
Right. Do you know if he's pit? I think pretty sure he's pitted from hards, right?
He has pit
he got
once,
his
yes.
mandatory stop out of the way. All right.
Yeah, it's got his mandatory out of the way.
I guess
Normally-
under a safety car, he could go back to mediums at some point,
Yeah.
like
I
a
can only
different set of
imagine
mediums.
What could have been? That's been my story
Right.
for the last 2 seasons of what could have been. Because with where the cars are now, it's looking like it would have been a Red Bull 3, 4 in P9. Like, I don't know. He's gonna get his
Garvey.
lucky break.
He might get a lucky
he's
break.
gonna get his
guys,
lucky break, but
at the full-blown safety car. Deathstorm, is he going into the pits right here? Did he make it into the pits before? He is.
He did, but Orlando and
indeed.
Deathstorm made a little connection right before that because Deathstorm thought Orlando wasn't there, and Orlando just kind of gave himself a gap to find.
Got Chewy up 12 positions. Man, that's a good showing for Chewy. He was not in the best spot to start the race, but with all this carnage, he has found himself in a really good spot. Any details? No one's got penalties. I don't know. I'm honestly surprised that it haven't. Like, even though it is a street track and there's not many places where you can exceed track limits, I'm surprised that there isn't at least one penalty. Like, one penalty from somebody for cutting the corner before the castle section. At least a little too much.
Last thing on my incident before I get it out of the way, I'm trying so hard to not go off on myself.
Don't worry, just know that this track is a disaster, and you just gotta look forward to the next one.
Man, it wasn't even my fault either. I hit pause. And I hit race directory, and it put me back on track, and it just
That happens. You just gotta be ready for it when it does happen.
Figure the game out.
But Snitsky, I was gonna mention something about you a little bit ago. You said hi. If you are not a driver here at Contest of Speed, we'd love to have you. If you go into contestofspeed.com, you could easily find your way into our Discord and sign up that way. We'd love to have you, and maybe place you in a tier somewhere. I think we got a couple openings, at least for our AM3 tier. And if you're a really fast driver, you could find yourself potentially in the AM1 tier. So, or if you're an EU driver, you could find yourself in one of our 3 EU tiers. So, there's a spot for you. Here we offer F1, NASCAR, and ACC. But yeah, head down to contestofspeed.com if you're looking to join. I'm gonna look at some tires situations here. Let's see who has the advantage. I think Chewy here and iExotic, they might have the advantage for the rest of the race. Hashtag ad, yes, wing it. I tried my best ad voice right there.
BK, I'm sorry I failed you. I failed you. I'm sorry.
Hey, wing. I think BK out of a 10-point scale, how good was that ad reading right there? But back to the race here at hand. I think iExotic Chewy and Acid Masters, Cheesehead, those four in particular might find themselves up in some spots. It'd be nice to see.
10 out of 10 ad read from BK.
Thank you, BK. Snitsky, you're in for NASCAR? Awesome. I drive NASCAR too, so I'm looking forward to see you this upcoming week. I'm assuming you're new here at Contest of Speeds, so we are happy to have you. And good luck here. I think this next week for NASCAR we are at Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that one of the cookie cutter tracks?
I don't know off the top of my head, but motocross. Yes, the stream quality has gotten better since our lobby restart. That is completely my fault for. It shouldn't have happened, but it is my fault that we have a lobby restart.
Chewy just left the session.
Oh, you must have gotten DC'd. BK, you just ruined, not BK, Warren, you just ruined BK's day.
Sorry. BK, I'm sorry. I didn't read it. Happy Valentine's Day. Too bad,
yeah, happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Too bad Texas is my cause Valentine's. I'm sorry. You can be my side chick.
That storm's my Valentine, as I said in the AM2 chat earlier.
Okay, but I was gonna say it a second ago, I am going to go preheat the oven because I am starving.
Alright, well, enjoy your food. I will see you when you get back. But motocross, your son here, he is doing pretty good. He's sitting in a good spot, although his tires, he might not be on the best strategy moment. Like some guys behind him are on some fresh medium tires. Those will probably make it to the end and probably have some pace on the 8-lap-old hard tires that B Shoals, Chase, and Express are on. But there's nothing he can do about the tire strategy now. He's working with what he's got. Those three are working with what they got, and we'll just have to see how well those tires hold out. They'll make it to the end. It's just a matter of whether those tires will have the pace, and the drivers, if they have the skill to hold on. Wing It here is a few spots back. He's our championship leader so far. He is on 6-lap-old mediums. Those are pretty old mediums compared to the rest of the guys around him, but I think Wing It has the pace as a driver on his own to make up for it. I think he will be able to mitigate that tire wear, given that some of it's been around safety cars. So it's not the worst thing ever, having 6-lap-old mediums at this point, given the amount of safety cars we've had at this point. Yeah, motocross is completely my bad. Yeah, I don't blame you for not knowing the race was back up, just because it took a little bit of time to reset the lobby after I messed up. And I had ghosting off, so if there was a crash or someone spun, drivers would hit them instead of being able to drive through them. Well, because on street tracks, we have it here at Contest to Speed AM2, that if a driver like spins or something like that, we have ghosting on at street tracks to not cause a giant pileup. But on the rest of the tracks, like Silverstone, Spa, more open tracks for this runoff and stuff, we do have ghosting off, so that would be the opposite then. But we are back underway. I'm going to watch the front of the pack. I think B Shoals might be looking to make an overtake on... I don't think it's going to happen here, but I Exotic is looking to make a move on here on Express in the turn 1. Will it get done? He squeezes Express out to the wall. In the turn 2, here we come. Oh my goodness, he's gone deep. B Shoals is around. B Shoals got spun around by I Exotic. I Exotic tried making the move around Express, and he clipped B Shoals. That puts B Shoals back at the back by no fault of his own. That is not his fault at all that he is back there right now. That is completely on the other driver. And I Exotic's out. I Exotic's out. Yeah, we got another pile up. We got another pile up here. Looking at people's wings, looks like we're fine on the rest of the drivers. It is completely unfortunate for B Shoals. He did not deserve that. It was no fault of his own. Express is missing an end plate. Texas Tornado let's see how he's doing on wings.
Express just pulled a Leclerc.
Express pulled a Leclerc. I am stupid. Yeah, I am stupid. Bergie took advantage of that. He has passed him now. If it wasn't for ghosting on right now, there would have been at least 3 or 4 car pileup right there.
Yeah, if it wasn't for freaking EA being a dumb game, I'd be in second right now.
Yeah, we'll try to ignore that for now. And we got a full-blown safety car again, so that might bail out B Shoals. B Shoals will probably be able to come in here into the pits here and slap on some fresh medium tires. I would honestly maybe even consider well,
no, you wouldn't.
I would maybe do it. You know me. You know me, Warren. You know me. I am all for the
wrong strategy.
I don't know if I could say that, if I could say the word here, but I would just say interesting strategy choices. How about that? Was anyone goes onto the slabs? Come on now, anybody at all.
You're lucky. I've already gone through the cars Brazil race.
Wing is doing it. He's doing it. I knew somebody would do it.
Wing it. No way, bro. Just wasted his race.
Ruined it. He's pulled out a cam strategy.
Ruined it. 3 laps is 22%.
He'll make it work.
Pulling out a lap and a cooldown lap is 22%. That's like you're gonna run like 6 laps on it.
You must be scrubbing your tires in a very bad way, because I think this can work. They're not going to be the best at the very end, but he's going to have the pace.
He's going to coast himself around the track for 10 laps if he's going to try to make this work.
I mean, I don't blame him, at least for the safety car, to just chill for these first few laps.
Oh, it could have been a double top 5. I want to just... Ah!
Hey, Warren.
I'm sorry.
Guess what?
It's chicken butt. What?
You see where your teammates at?
Yeah, I know. Okay. I know.
VBR Garvey, I understand what you're saying about it. If it only works if it's continuous safety cars, but I mean, it's just 10 laps. I mean, come on now, like, how bad are these tires? Come on, Pirelli can't suck that bad. I know it's a video game, but I mean, it's not the worst idea ever. It's not the worst.
My brother bought his car and it came with Pirelli P0s, and he said they were the worst tires he's ever had.
He actually bought real Pirellis?
No, they came with the car.
Oh. So they suck?
Yeah, they're just awful apparently.
That sounds odd to me. But I'm not surprised we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 DNFs. It should have just been 7, but
should have just been 7.
Excuse that. Yeah, we'll excuse that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can I look at...
Oh, Wing It! See, the Wing It experiment just failed. It's already failed.
What?
He saw straight through it.
What kind of tires does he go back onto? Probably mediums, but how old are these mediums? 3 lap old. Okay, so this is probably his first set he originally started on the race. So I think Wing It might be maybe it was planned. Maybe he wanted to do this knowing that he's going to be at the back. Maybe he wanted to just have the newest possible mediums. VBR Garvey, I am completely familiar to technical difficulties with my rig. I drove for 35 to 40 minutes in an ACC race with my pedals being offset. They were angled by 45 degrees. So instead of pushing my pedals straight on, I was pushing them at a 45-degree angle, which was not nice. And but anyways, back to the race I had here. Warren, what do you think? Oh my gosh, in Texas and Dream are trading spots. What is going on here?
Oh, Dream's just lagging out. That's what's happening.
I don't understand what's going on here. But anyways, Warren, what are your predictions here for the rest of the race? Based off tire strategy.
Oh, well, Texas just picked up a 5-second time penalty.
Ignoring yellow flags. Oh my gosh, Dream. I think Dream might have just screwed. I think he might get that removed. Not gonna lie, he's gonna get that removed.
The only issue is there's no way to remove it should he have to come into the pits again.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing to mention. But I think if we can ignore that in terms of on track finishes. Texas.
I think
Texas. I'm hoping he's keeping his cool right now. I'm hoping he is just accepting that he's gonna get it taken off. I'm hoping that he understands that. And if you're listening, Texas, don't worry about it. It's not your fault. And yeah. Oh, and BBR Garvey, since you're here in the chat, I will mention that you did have a reset of track, which you're not allowed to do here. I will not to call you out on it. I don't mean it like that, but just as a thing, you are not allowed to reset the track in general. It might have been an accident.
in the top 5 are going to get
almost done it
away.
a few times. Yeah, in the top 5. Or Deathstorm. Let's see what Deathstorm can do here.
Come on. Get going.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, BBR Gravy. I see what you're saying here in the chat. You're good. I understand. But it happens. I've almost done it a few times out of reaction. And Texas makes a move on Orlando here in the turn 2. Texas is looking to get a penalty of his own. I almost swore right there. And Chase and Dream. Oh my gosh, we have some movement back here. Chewy's AI is making overtakes. Bergie wing it.
The Chewy bot's going off, is that what you're saying?
The Chewy bot is going off, yes.
Oh, Orlando's into the wall. That's gonna let Deathstorm by for a P4.
Deathstorm P4? Can we get Deathstorm on the podium? Can we get Deathstorm on the podium here? Come on, Deathstorm.
Get me? Come on. Oh,
no.
Chase
oh, no.
is right back.
Chase is back there.
I don't think the hards were quite the right strat for the end.
I kind of want to invite Deathstorm into the booth afterwards.
Regardless.
Yeah, regardless. Yeah.
Depending on how these last few laps, I'm going to switch back over to that party.
You're staying here to the end.
I don't know about that.
You joined the booth now.
If my teammate is in a chance, I'm gonna go root that man on.
Let him focus. Let him focus.
Oh well, I won't do it yet, but
I'm just saying, let him focus. He needs to focus as much as he can.
Oh, he doesn't need tranquility. He needs me shitting on him. That means
no, he does not. He does not need to hear anything like that. Orlando, is he going to make a move on Deathstorm here? He is using the toe all the way. I think Deathstorm might have just a little bit more less downforce, but I think... no, he did not get the move done. Oh, and he completely cuts off... Orlando completely cuts off Dream. Dream is... I'm not going to be too happy about that.
This may give Deathstorm a chance to get away if these two are going to be able to fight.
It's not going to allow Deathstorm to make himself back up to the top group, which is very unfortunate to see because we all love Deathstorm here. How's B Shoals doing back here? Let's see what kind of gains B Shoals is looking to make after the unfortunate pit maneuver that happened against him. I forget who did that, but whoever did that to him is probably going to see... Oh no, iExotic did it. He is out of the race, so that's the penalty. Any penalty for that is probably not going to matter. It's just going to be penalty points. But B Shoals, he was a heck of a driver we've seen so far. Oh my gosh, and he does the Charles Leclerc. He almost did a Charles Leclerc. He decided better to take the runoff instead of running straight into the wall. But B Shoals, throughout this rest of this race, he's been really good. He's been a really great driver. He's proven himself these past few races to be a formidable foe. But the end of this race tonight, it has not gone his way. As we go back up to Wing It, let's see if Wing It, our championship leader, is able to make a move here on Orlando onto this final straight.
I'm not gonna try to jinx it, but should one of the Alpha Tauris not score points, every single team is going to score a point today.
Wait, huh?
If one of the Alpha Tauris doesn't score a point, every single team is going to have a point today.
Oh, interesting. Except maybe the B Shoals team.
No, there's two. Never mind. There's two Ferraris as well. So
I mean, B Shoals might not be. Oh, and Wing. How did Wing It get a 3-second penalty for that? That is not right at all. Wing It's gonna get that removed for sure. That is completely undeserved. He went way off, and that is just not even right. As Chase was maybe faking a move down the inside on Texas, but Texas is holding the defense pretty well. Oh, and Chase has a moment coming out of the chicane. We'll see if Chase is able to gain this time back through the castle section. He might be able to, depending
I
on
didn't
how
know we
clean
had
he keeps it
Fernando
through.
Alonso driving around the track tonight. Deathstorm's already created a 5-second gap between the cars in front of him.
You mean a oh, what? You mean the cars by? How is that Fernando Alonso? I'm confused. I thought you were meaning
Monaco.
behind it for a second. Oh, the Fernando train? Okay, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Well, Deathstorm will be very vulnerable here as long... Oh, except the Dream had a really bad exit out of that left-hander.
Oh, and that
I don't think
corner
Dream's
as
going to be
well.
able to get the move down the wall, down the straight. But Deathstorm here on 9-lap-old mediums, I mean 9-lap-old hards versus Dream's 9-lap-old mediums. The medium should still be in a good window to be faster. It's just what Dream can make of them is what matters here. How much more time does Dream get through here? He is going to be able to get himself back within a good range to make a potential overtake here on this next straight, but we'll just have to see if it happens or not. As Chewy passes Bergie, and Bergie looks like he had a moment. Oh, he's in the pits. Bergie's in the pits. He's slapping on some softs. I guess maybe Bergie's hoping for a safety car at this point to offset that, but interesting strategy to pit unless he had wing damage. Dream might have it on this next run around, but Deathstorm's holding him off. Deathstorm's putting out a good show right now. Got some good driving from Red Bull's main driver. I'll say main driver just because Deathstorm is the eldest of the two drivers. That might have been a warning for Deathstorm, not gonna lie, but he did not give him a penalty. Oh, and Chase and Texas made an overtake. I didn't realize the gap got down, but Texas is making a run back at Chase. Let's see what happens. Is the kinks right here? Oh my goodness! I'm surprised. Not surprised, but I'm glad that they kept it clean through there. Who has DRS amongst the two of them? It looks like Chase has the DRS. Warren Electric has corrected you. Both Williams are out of the race.
Ah, darn it. And I realized it as soon as I saw both Ferraris were in the race. Oh, I'm
But
electric.
Texas did not hold on to the spot, but let's see what Texas can do on this next time around. Oh, and Texas hacks the wall. That's probably is that an end plate gone? That is not an end plate gone. He is lucky to not have shed a wing and wing it, making a move on Orlando into turn 3. Championship leader making his way back up top. Slowly but surely, he only got 4 or 5 laps to go though. Will Wing It be able to snag a spot from Dream and Deathstorm?
You better not.
Wing It does have a 3-second penalty, but I think that might get removed, so it's not gonna matter in the grand scheme of things as far as I could tell. But I could be wrong. It might be deemed later by stewards to be a valid penalty if Wing It does report it. I would imagine he will, because if he doesn't, he's probably gonna lose a spot on track, or not on track after with penalties anyways, to Orlando if he does not gain 3 on him. B. Scholes, he might be able to make a move here on Orlando coming into the first turn. Let's see what kind of who has a straight line speed here. B. Scholes looks to have all the ERS in the world of Orlando. Has burnt his dry. His battery is completely dry. Or as Wing is on the right back of Deathstorm. Deathstorm got overtaken by Dream going into turn 1. Let's hope that Deathstorm can hold on to this. I think Wing is using a little less of his battery to make this stick. Is Deathstorm gonna hang it around the outside? He is not. Deathstorm's gonna think better and then let Mr. Winget go. Chase here, he's on the back of Cheesehead for P2. We have a battle here up at the top. I'm gonna make sure I focus on the rest of some of these drivers for the rest of the race, and not neglect them, as this is for a podium finish. Definitely be important for them.
Watch that front three, and I'll let you know if anything drastic happens in this back group.
Chase is gonna have a run here on Cheesehead. Well, both of them have literally less than 15% ERS, which is not optimal for either of those two. While Acid Masters is just driving off into the distance. This is looking to be.
Look like they're gonna go side by side.
Looks like Chase and Cheesehead are gonna be battling it out in the turn one. Did Winget get the move done? He did. But Chase has the move done in the turn one. Will Cheesehead be able to make a move back at him with a 3-lap older mediums?
Scholes is gonna try to make a move on Deathstorm in turn one.
No, and who hit the wall? Was that Deathstorm? Did he tap the wall?
Dream tapped the wall.
He tapped the wall.
Deathstorm
doesn't keep it as tight as he probably could have, but it's not the worst thing ever. He just has to let these guys battle and take advantage of it, as B. Scholes is going to send a move down the inside on Jareem. Keep it. No, that's good. That's good. Good space left for everybody. And it's good driving for both of those two drivers. Bergie and Chewy, they're trading spots. That's the Chewy AI. I forgot about that. Deathstorm has a moment coming into that little chicane, but it's not the worst thing ever. He's still within DRS. He just needs to keep it together through the castle section. Good on Deathstorm. He cut the corner to the most amount he could without getting a warning. Good driving from Deathstorm. And looks like Cheesehead is out of DRS range, so it's going to be a battle for first place now. Chase is looking to be maybe the man for the race if he is able to keep this going with literally 0% ERS. I mean, Acid Masters has 20% saved up, but it might not be enough for Chase if Chase doesn't have the straight line speed or the battery to do it. He needs to just hold off on that battery. And the Winget's out of the race. Something happened to Winget. And Winget, he hit the wall. I don't know what happened, but that's going to be no points for Winget. That's going to be great for everybody else that hopes to have a drivers' championship. Anybody that's close to Winget and the points are relatively close is going to be absolutely ecstatic, as Winget will be finishing P11. Chase is right on the back of Acid Masters here. This could be a really great finish right here. Electric Blade in F2 for a different league a few weeks ago had a really close finish at the line with 3 cars total. Within 300ths of a second. Are we gonna have a nail biter like that race? We'll just have to wait and see.
Garvey saying the only good thing in this race.
Yeah, BBR Garvey, he is definitely ecstatic after seeing his main rival getting shunted right into the wall. It is the nature of this track, though. This track, like I said many times during the 2 broadcasts so far, this track is a disaster. And as Chase gets right on the back of Acid Masters and almost sends Acid Masters into the wall along with himself. But will Chase be able to pull out a win? What do you think, Warren? What do you think with 1 lap to go? Is he going to do it, or is he not? Let's see your predictions now.
Acid may just have too much ERS left in the tank.
That, and I think he might be running a little bit more trimmed out car, but Chase is on the pressure tires here. But yeah, Chase is just as long as he has a really good exit coming out of one of the final few corners, I think he might be able to do it as long as, because he's gaining.
No, Deathstorm! No!
What happened to Deathstorm? What happened to him?
No!
I'm gonna follow along with Bergie right here.
He's still gonna get points though.
Where's his car? No, Death Storm.
A point is a point. We'll take him when we can get him, though. He will classify and get that point for P10.
That is not right, Mikey. That is not right.
What do you mean that's not right? That's the rules.
No, I'm just saying that, like, Death Storm crashing. Like, it's unfortunate. I'm sad for him. I really wanted Death Storm to finish in the top 5.
BK on the plus side, it's not
It's
P11.
not P11. Hey, he's got a better spot than I guess P11.
Again, it's just the Red Bull mentality this season of what could have been.
It's only week 4, my dude.
I know, but it's just every race it seems to not go our way.
I mean, last week went your way.
Hey, you know what?
And Chase? Oh my gosh! Oh. Okay, and Chase he hits the wall. He's not gonna have it. I don't think he's gonna have it, but
gonna have have a run of his life.
He's gonna have a hell of an exit right here, which he is.
Oh my god! I think he got it.
No,
he's gained.
Oh no, he's losing.
No,
he's losing it.
Acid Masters is Acid Masters.
Acid Masters. From where did he start at? Oh my gosh, he started in like P11. Yeah, he's made his way all the way back up to the top. That's a P1 victory for Acid Masters, followed by Chase. Cheesehead. Texas Tornado gonna finish in P4, assuming that his penalty gets removed. B Shoals is going to be either P4 or P5 based on the steward's decisions. Dream, P6, Bergie, P7, Chewy, P8, Orlando, P9. And we literally have only got 9 drivers left. There has been so much carnage. Deathstorm clipped the curb on the left-hander, so that explains why he crashed. But Deathstorm, we're looking forward to seeing you at the top of the the finish, but it's very unfortunate. It happens. It's the way racing goes. But you had a good race nonetheless, keeping it out of trouble for the plurality of the race. Race was cursed from the start. You're definitely right, Garvey. I screwed it. This track sucks. Those are 2 things that were working against everybody: a bad track and me screwing the settings. But I will get these gentlemen in here as fast as possible. Hopefully I could, hopefully everybody has the comms account added. If not, I'm gonna need to work on some stuff for that. Cheesehead, and who is our other finisher? Cheesehead, yeah, Masters, and Chase. Chase. He's our other guy. Chase. Let me view his profile so I can add him to the party. Let me see. Chase. Okay, smiley face.
I get it.
1. Yeah, add Chase to the party. That would be very ideal. Garvey was definitely me, partly me, part rest of it on the track. For being a garbage track, in my opinion only. I know other people like it, but I hate this track. It's a piece of garbage. I'd rather drive at Monaco for 24 hours than drive at this track for 2 laps.
Just have a question before we start this total press conference. What's the rule on the pit line? I know there was a rule last year. If you're below it,
I mean, you just gotta stay within the white lines.
On the
I don't know what
pit
you mean.
entry though, if you're like below the pit entry line and then you don't come to pit road, what's the rule on that?
I don't know.
It depends on if you're are you saying like if he's in
I would
the
just
pit
send it to
line
the stewards.
and comes
Whatever
doesn't go out?
I just remember they made the rule last year.
Wait, so you're saying like someone like acted like they were going to go into the pits and then decided to not go into the pits?
Yep.
I don't know. You're gonna have to just send that in to the stewards and let them handle it, because I really don't know the ruling for that. But from the sounds of it, it looks like they might get a pen. They might get a pen.
I
But
think it depends on
don't
if.
don't name the driver though. Just let it
A.
happen in stewards
I think
reporting.
it's. I think
But
it's if A if
do
they
we
are
have everybody in here? Um,
Was definitely gonna pit.
who finished P4? Because I didn't.
Tornado.
This is.
Oh wait, no.
No. I'm not sure.
I forget off the top of my head.
He didn't
Because
get it. I think he had the 5 seconds, didn't he?
okay, that was that. Well, that was because I think he might get it removed, but I'll add I'll just add it. I'll just add them both in here. B Shoals and Texas, because I'm not too sure how it's gonna go. I'll just add them both in here. But who do we got so far? Okay, Deathstorm said it should be a pen for whoever did that. Don't name the person. We'll just let that part go. But Chase, you're here, right? You finished P2, correct? I'm not mistaken, right? Off the top of my head. All right, so you had a heck of a race. I don't know where you started, but oh, you started in like P3 or P4 or something like that. But you had a really good race. You played the strategy right. Things went your way. You made some moves on Texas, and then was able to extend the gap and make your way back up to Cheesehead, get the move done on him. How was the race from your perspective? Right. Yeah. Yeah, it looked like you were really close to getting Acid Masters. It's just unfortunate because coming into the final corner before the two kinks, you you were going really deep into the one left-hander before the final left-hander, and I don't know what the turn number is, but yeah, it was close. It's just it's a tough corner. It is what it is, but it's a P2 finish nonetheless is not something to be disappointed about. So good race from you, sir. We hope to see you as a race winner here soon, as you've proven this. As far as I can tell, this season so far, that you are definitely worthy of a P1. And Cheesehead, you had an interesting race. I didn't see too much of it. Oh, I guess they didn't have your audio, Chase. I guess you don't have your share settings correctly, according to BK. I can help you with that sometime. But basically, what Chase said is that it's just shoot, I forgot something. I'm on like beer number 5. But anyways, okay, on the cheese. We'll just go on the cheese head here. Cheese head, you had a good race. I didn't see too much of it, but we were hoping that you would finish a little bit higher. P3 is still a good finish, but we were hoping that because I know you're looking forward to beating Mr. Wingett. I know you want a P1 finish in the Drivers' Championship, and Wingett has already gotten 3 wins, although he did not get any points today. But go ahead and explain your race, sir, and yeah.
Uh, yeah. The start was pretty interesting. But it was a lot of stop and go, like Chase said, and at one point I stayed out, got the wanted track position, and I needed it to go really short or really long, and it did short. I pit, and of course, Acid Masters looked like he broke really early in front of everybody, and we're all on cold tires and cold hards, and I mean I'll take responsibility for it, but I hit the Mercedes in front of me, broke my wing, and had a pit, put the mediums on, I think, and then safety car, and then cycled to the front. I thought I was going to have a really good shot. Um, I followed him in way too deep, and I hit the wall. And just luckily built really strong cars at Ferrari, but I broke my wing, and I was really struggling I was really pushing hard, and I could gain in the middle sector. I just had nothing on the straight line, but um, you got to win races to win championships, and uh, podiums and fifth places aren't going to do it. So
I mean, yeah, that's fairly
yeah,
true. But I mean, like I said, a P3 is nothing to be disappointed about. That's for sure. You made it on the podium.
yeah,
You're
it's
you're you're
Baku. It's
you're
one of
make
my favorite tracks, but
you're
it was a shitty race. Lucky to survive, but uh, I don't know if it was my first start in AM3 or AM2, but I missed one here, so I want one back here, and
right.
thought I was going to be on the receiving end of passing, but I followed him into the braking zone, and I just hit the wall. I was having a little harder time, I thought, trying to get stopped into the corners, and that corner especially, I knew I was going to hit the wall, so try to hit it as square as possible, and didn't really pan out. I had yellow, so
I gotcha.
other than
But
that, uh, thanks to Bergie for sticking around. He had a shitty race, but I mean, sorry, crappy race, and he stuck it out. I think he might have got 3 points. I think he had fastest lap, so the solid constructor points. Yeah, just a lot of stop and go.
yeah, it's not the worst day for the Ferrari crew. Good P3 though. It puts you in a, lot better spot. And going towards driver championship. But we're gonna move on here to B Shoals. You finished ahead on Texas on penalties. I don't know if Texas's penalty will get removed. It's the only reason why I brought him in the booth too. But I just want to hear real quick from you because you were looking really strong at the start, and when you got spun around, it was no fault of your own from what I was able to see. Someone made a move. I won't name the person just because I don't want to call them out on stream. But the person that made a move down on the inside of someone went a little too deep on that person and clipped you and sent you around, and it is no fault of your own. But you were looking really strong. Do you have any comments to say about the race?
Just unfortunate, I guess. I mean, when you have safety car after safety car and the field's bunched up like that for the first 16 laps because we can't get a green flag lap and it's,
Right. This is
tight
nature of
racing
Baku.
and he sort of just, I guess, he just overshot the corner and I was at the losing end. I mean, I let off a bit early to make sure I didn't slam the guy in front of me, but
Right.
just unfortunate, I guess.
Was he the Haas leading the race? Sorry.
Yeah, B Shoals
Question. Okay.
was a hostile in the race, but
Just a
yeah,
bit annoying
I'm
because it's the second week in a row I got taken out, but what are you gonna do?
yeah,
Did you just drop it, or what
no, no,
happened?
no, no.
Someone drove
He
on the
got
corner
clipped.
and
I got it on
clipped me.
stream. I got on stream. He got clipped. He got spun around, smacked into a wall. It's no fault of his own, but he was looking really strong the whole race and easily could have won it had
Yeah, you had the pace. Were you on a hot lap setup, or were you on a race setup? Just curious.
A little bit of both. I think
Okay.
I mean, it was good in the race and it was good on a solo lap. I think I just hit it perfectly, to be honest.
But anyways, B Shoals, good on you for mitigating the spin and making your way back up to P4 and could potentially be P5, depending on if Texas gets his penalty removed or not. Because I don't think Texas deserved the penalty that he got, if I remember right. But just real quickly, Texas, I'll just go back to you. It was a up and down battle for you the whole race. I think you got spun around pretty early. I'll just let you kind of describe your race real quick for us?
The longest, most dissatisfying roller coaster I've ever been on. Yeah, so at the start, I guess Berg, got into the back of me, spun me off at the start, and then I had an incident with Harris, which, to be honest, we were going into Sector 3, that really tight left-hander before you start Sector 3, and we were both trying to back out of the move. Both failed to back out of the move, so we went side by side into the corner. Never going to work out, so I just decided I'm going to try to take the curb, hope for the best, and he cut the corner wrong and hit me and spun me out, and I lost half my wing from tapping the wall.
Lovely.
So, yeah, I went from 8th to 6th to last within a matter of the first lap. And then yeah, just kind of I think I stuck it out until the safety car, and that first safety car put a new wing on, and I mean from there on it was just battling up to the front. Finally, I got up to sixth place, and then this wonderful game of ours that we race on. I was in second or third gear, and I lose traction out of the castle section for no reason at all, and lose half my wing again, and have to pit again. Thankfully, all these safety cars bailed me out because I was going to take those hard tires to the end, and I don't think I would have had any pace. So whatever happened at the end that brought me up to, shoot, I think it was fourth place, and then yeah, that we were under safety car, and Dream is in sixth place if I remember correctly, and he just pops in front of me before the castle section, and then pops back, and it's like illegal pass on Dream. I'm like, what? This guy was 2 positions behind me, so that's going to get removed. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what I did see, I think I did see when you got the penalty, and it didn't look right. It didn't look right. It looked like something that should have not happened at all in the first place. That's why I
Yeah,
brought you both in here. Also, just because B Scholes had a good race, I normally would just have just 3 people brought in here, but I figured I'd just bring you in here too, just because you could get your I don't know your penalty removed and whatnot. So I don't know. Yeah, just figured I'd bring you all in here. It's just 4 of you, so it's not a big deal. But yes, good racing from all of you guys. You guys all survived. That's the most important thing, is that you out-survived your competitors. It was a grueling race where only 9 people finished out of the 19 starters, so you guys should be proud of yourselves for not falling victim to getting your wheel ripped off. So yeah,
for sure.
We're falling victim to the game being.
Yep, so Chase, Cheesehead, B Schultz, Texas Tornado, good on all of you guys. You guys got some points for you guys, and good luck next week at do you know what track it is? Portugal. Good luck at Portugal. And I will be your commentator again next week. So you get to hear my beautiful voice again. So yeah. Good luck guys, and that'll be the end of the stream tonight. For the rest of you guys here on stream, this has been Contest of Speed. AM2, Season 11, Round 4 at Baku. We'll see you guys next week at the same time at 9 p.m. And tomorrow we have ACC. I think there's EU2 wait, no, it's not ACC tomorrow.
No, Thursday is ACC.
Yep, I'm a day ahead. All right, so we got EU2 tomorrow along with AM1. And Thursday ACC, and then Friday NASCAR. So we will see you guys, and have a great night. Have a happy Valentine's Day.